What's up guys, SegaSuperStar's here, and today I'm going to be doing something rather different. It's basically going to be random, and what I'm going to be doing is, well, I'll explain it right now. Basically, what's in SegaSuperStar's drawer. So as you can see to the left of me, I'm going to do this quickly, is a varied amount of anime and Sega merchandise and whatnot, which is all there. And I'm going to be bringing it out on this section here and showing you guys what's in here. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. So, first of all, we have a, might as well call this a hole, but it's not, a Naruto Akatsuki scarf, which I actually purchased this around the year 2009 or 10, I think, when I started collecting merchandise from Naruto and whatnot. This is quite a lovely scarf, and quite interesting. I've looked after it really well, so it's like in brand new condition still. So yeah, Akatsuki scarf, over there. Next we have a Psych the Comic Con magazine, or comic should say. I actually didn't get this. I got this from a great guy called Adam Tuff. He does a few Sonic conventions in the past and whatnot. I don't know if you've heard some of Sonic. And yeah, he actually gave me this for a friend to give to me, because I couldn't attend this Comic Con convention, which I was a bit upset about. But unfortunately work gets in the way of a lot of things. So yeah, this is basically like going through the old times of Sonic and whatnot. There's a new story there from Sonic the Comic Online, which I'm not a great fan of. And you've got the old artists like Foreign Rodriguez here. He's done a nice picture of Sonic, Tails and Knuckles. And there's a few bits and bobs there. There's a mixture of everything to do with Sonic. And yeah. So that's that. Okay, next is rather random. We have a whole case of opened Band Presto Sailor Moon pencils, which I actually gave away as a few free gifts a little while ago to a few YouTube fans. So it is official. You've got the Toei Animated sticker there. So if I just show you quickly what's inside, just basically loads of pencils, and there goes one of them. They're quite lovely. I do like the design of these. I actually got these from a boot sale, car boot sale, boot fair, whatever you want to call them, and they're actually quite nice. And they actually cost me £5 for the entire lot. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Fine. Okay, next we have a random Topps Trump special horror deck cards. Quite weird. Great horror fan, so I've obviously picked that up at some point. Next we have a sealed tin of Sonic Sweets, which I wouldn't recommend eating because they're out of date. When were these made? Oh yeah, look. This is quite funny. Best before June 2012, so I'm not going to touch them. Yeah. Next we have, oh god no, look at this lot. A random amount of Pokemon cards, where I've been given them as gifts throughout the years for a good friend. Just different types. I don't collect Pokemon anymore. These are just gifts I've got from people. Yeah. So I'm not really familiar with the new Pokemon series and whatnot, so I don't bother with that. These I've got from my workplace, where I work. These were freebies from a sort of like a promotion of a Marvel film, I think. And I got these Match Attax Topps Hero Attacks. I haven't opened them, so just keep them as they are, I guess, as a collector's piece. So that's pretty cool. Okay, next on the list is some random Terminator 2 cards. I picked these up at I think last year or the year before Comic Con, and they're quite interesting. They've got different scenes from the movie of Terminator 3. Not really few characters there. I'm trying to find Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, not really great ones. What else we got here? Okay, these are quite old. I actually got these when I went with a friend to, I think it was Alton Towers or Thorpe Park, I can't remember now, one or two. It's a theme park, obviously, and I went on the ride Nemesis Inferno, which is an amazing roller coaster. And I bought these little wristbands with me, so yeah, I've had them for quite a few years. I think since 2006, I believe, so they're quite old, quite dusty. Okay, next up we have, let's try and have a look around here. We have some Super Mario Frubes. Now these came out last year, and these were quite cool, so I picked these up and I actually managed to collect all the fruit packets, which is quite cool. They're all inside here, they're all empty, of course I've eaten them all, otherwise they'll be out of date. So yeah, these were quite amazing. I don't normally buy this sort of thing, but obviously it's a Mario themed thing, so I thought I'd try it. So awesome. Okay, I'm not going to go through these. This is, excuse my language, a shit load of Pokemon cards. So many I can't even be bothered to count them or even just look at them, you know. So many different types. Got a few shinies at the back here. Got Rampardos, name is that. Dusknoir. One of my old classic favourites, Blastoise. Rather cool. Love Pokemon cards. When I used to collect these when I was a kid at school. So these are all from a friend actually. It's quite cool how I've actually managed to obtain all these so quickly, and I don't even collect them. It's quite crazy. Okay, what we've got next? We have some more Terminator cards, but from Terminator 2. Guess I can get them out and show you guys quickly. These are rather much better looking ones. They're actually like quite unique cards. One there. T1000 there. Have classic Arnold Schwarzenegger. A few other scenes from the movie for Terminator 2. Let's have a look, let's try and find a momentous scene here. That's a pretty good scene there. T1000 getting shot in the chest and having no effect whatsoever. So yeah, they're quite awesome cards. Put them over there. Again, more Pokemon cards. So annoying. And we have some other stuff here as well, actually. So let's get rid of the Pokemon cards. That gets on my nerves. Okay, so we have a random selection of Sonic the Hedgehog cards. This is a sticker of Dr. Robotnik from the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog from the Panini sticker album, which was 1991, 1992. So that's quite old, so I managed to keep it. I don't know where I got it from, but it's random. Got a few classic Topps company cards from 1993. Quite nice to have. I'll go through these quickly. Are you up to it? Pretty cool. Nice little cheesy quotes there. Let's see different random ones here. Beat Robotnik. A few there, and I think that one's from Satam, Dr. Robotnik. Like a mixture of eras of Dr. Robotniks in this selection of cards. One here, Beat Robotnik again. Got classic Sonic the Hedgehog 2 ones there. Got a nice one of Sonic Run in there. Just a few random cards, they're pretty nice, so I'm glad I got these. Actually hard to get hold of now. So yeah, a few Sonic Hedgehog cards, pretty cool. Put this over there. Here is a loads of Terminator 3 cards, which I picked up at Comic Con also. Got Arnold there and T8X100 or whatever it's called, Terminator. Not going to go through that too much. Now, Terminator 3 isn't my best one, but it's damn sight better than Terminator Salvation, that's for sure. Okay, moving on to more randomness now. We have... now, the story behind these is obviously, guys, these are just rocks. But I picked these up when I was on my holidays. They just caught my eye. Don't normally do this sort of thing. But I guess it's like a little gift from the old... as you can see, this rock here looks quite nice. I like the redness of the colours there, pretty cool. So yeah, I just picked these up just for like keepsake really, I don't know why. Quite random. Okay, we have some... let's get some more stuff here, random gear. Okay, we have some Batman Metal Slammers from the animated series. believe these are fake because I have no markings on them whatsoever. But they're rather cool, really. Mind you, I don't think they are fake. I just at them times I don't think they actually had any markings on them for some reason. And a random Batman pop there from the DC Comics. That is from 1940, I believe. It says there on the bottom. And another random Terminator card. Okay, now moving on to a lot more different things. Now we have a sealed Sonic the Hedgehog spinner. This was an STC. If you don't know what it means, it means Sonic the Comic. Free gift which you got with one of the comics when during the 90s, so I've kept hold of that. Got a couple of empty packets of Dragon Ball Z cards which I picked up from Spain. I haven't got them, I've given away to my friend. I don't know why, but I guess I was feeling generous at the time, so this is what I'm left with, so pretty random. Okay, we have a Anime Z card which I bought from online quite a while ago now, and they've got a little tiny calendar, which is quite interesting. So yeah, I do recommend these. Are actually a good shop to shop online for UK sellers, not for the US. Like myself, I'm very cautious buying from the US and Japan because there's so many charges now, it's just unreal, so I was sort of trying to avoid that sort of thing. Okay, so now this is going to take a while now. This is a lot of stuff in this folder I've got in here. It's like past memories that I've been to, like cons and whatnot. So let's try and make some room here. This stuff. Right, so let's get this out bit by bit. So basically these are the flyers I've collected over the years when I've been to certain cons. You've got Hyper Japan from last year in November time. If you've never been to this sort of convention before, I absolutely extremely recommend going there if you're a UK resident. It's in the Olympia, London. It's quite easy to find. Definitely worth going there. If you've never experienced any Japanese ethnic stuff or anything like that, it's definitely worth checking out. And they've got loads of anime merchandise, so don't worry about that. It's quite a big convention, not as big as MCM Comic Con, but it's still amazing nonetheless, so definitely recommend that. And I've actually got the flyer to see well, it actually comes out in July, the Hyper Japan Festival, yeah, in summertime, and obviously the Christmas one as well. Got a date there, 27th, 29th November, but I'll be going to this one with a friend. Unfortunately only on a Sunday because I'm working most of the weekends, so that's a drag. Okay, got a random watch here. This is actually a free gift from the last issue of Sonic the Comic, number 223, and yeah, I don't know what it's doing in the drawer. Quite weird. This is another free gift from my Sonic Comic Con. Just goes over there. Okay, now here comes the MCM London Comic Con stuff. Now this is last year's October one, which I attended. Basically just telling you what's going on throughout the day for the weekend, and yeah, I'm going to have a blast on there when I go there. Not next week, the week after. I definitely can't wait for that. It's going to be amazing. What we got here then? Okay, this is basically every year. Obviously MCM comes twice a year. Every time you go to MCM you get a wristband. I have collected every wristband since I've gone there, which is about 4 or 5 times now, I believe. I think 4 times, I think. Yeah, so advertising Dumb and Dumber 2, so I don't think that's a great film, but that's what it was advertising at the time. Next up we have actual book about MCM Comic Con, last year's October event. It's just basically what they'll be advertising at the show. You've got floor plans there, you've got the games they'll be showcasing, and the animes and whatnot. So I definitely go out of my way to collect these as well, since I'm a collector of this sort of things. Unfortunately it's advertised in this trash. I don't recommend seeing that at all. Cover your eyes and ears, that's absolute shit. We've got here Now, let me tell you about this Comic Con. Now, this one is the London Anime Con. Now, the first time I actually went to this, it was sort of a letdown, but not. It was in between for me. But the last time I went, which was this one, I think it was 2014 actually, I'm never going again because it was absolutely rubbish. I didn't enjoy it whatsoever. I don't like this sort of thing. This is just... It wasn't good whatsoever. It's just basically a small based event. It's got some good things and it's got mostly bad things about it. But it had a few guests that were attending to this one, and that's why I went really in the first place. So anyway, moving on, we have a random... Okay, this is the actual... this is the actual instructions manual to my Figure Arts Freezer. Figure Art Zero Freezer, final form. Which I don't know what it's doing in here, so I think I'm going to put that somewhere else after I finish this video. Okay, next up we have a random film museum ticket, which I went to see. Quite random. It's gone now, unfortunately, so I would class this as a collector's piece. What we got here? This is a London Anime Con strip tag, which I had. Actually getting more and more annoying. Okay, what we got in here then? Don't even know myself anymore. Random stuff. I don't know what that is. That can go back in there. Okay, this is quite interesting. So, in what was it? In 2009, I actually attended one of my second attempts to go to WWE Wrestling Monday Night Raw, and these are tickets which I bought for me and my fiance. 7:30 it started, 20th of April 2009, and it was amazing. Now I think that was the DX Invasion tour. I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, I had a blast there, and I absolutely love wrestling. So I was really happy to actually get a chance to go there. Okay, next up we have Madame Tussauds. That's just another not really interesting thing. These are... It's quite cool. It's a ticket. It's quite interesting for Thorpe Park Theme Park 2004. So I've still got this. That's pretty cool. The Sea Life Centre, which is basically aquarium type stuff. This is a musical I went to see with my fiance. Shrek the musical. It was actually awesome. I actually really enjoyed it. That's in 2013. So that's really cool. And we have a random Sonic card. Yeah, I got that. That's sorted out. Loads more guys, so get comfortable. Which is now non-existent. These are just postcards I got from Spain. Romantic church here. I visited Benidorm. Pretty nice place. Best place to see. Really nice nonetheless. Garbage there. They're just Spanish stamps, which I'm interested in. Yeah, so this is a site I've been looking for. This is actually an import site, Japanese site. Don't really good. The site over there. Pretty cool. This. This is just random junk here. I'm not even going to go through this, guys. This is just absolutely nothing to do. Won't want to show anyone. Oh, here we are. Okay, so this one was the actual Triple H and Shawn Michaels DX Invasion tour, which was in the year 2009, the same year. So I've visited twice in 1 year. So yeah, so I really enjoyed myself. It was really awesome, fantastic. What else we got here? Okay, we got some random Sonic and Mario stickers. No idea why. Have this was at Blue Water in London. What do you call it in the UK? It's like I don't think it's there anymore, but it's like a XD theatre simulator thing from Sega. So I picked it up because it's actually really rare to see anything from Sega anymore, advertising anything. Got some more random Sonic stickers there. Some classic Sonic 1 and 2. Got some random arcade Namco tokens, which you play from the arcade. London Zoo. More Film Museum, more MCM stuff. What's we got here? So this is quite interesting. We've got London Anime and Gaming Con. So this is the 2014 one last year. This is the one I didn't really enjoy. Actually didn't enjoy it whatsoever. It was a waste of time. The prices were too high for what it was, and the guests that were meant to be there didn't even show up because it was on the wrong days. So I don't even recommend going there, to be honest. It's a lot of rubbish. Okay. Now, coming to an end, we have some random Naruto Katsuki gloves, which go with my scarf. We have a Total Recall Arnold Schwarzenegger book, which was his first autobiography. And the story behind this is I actually went to London, and the funny thing is I actually got it signed by him because I actually went to see him in Waterstones in Piccadilly Circus. So that was a momentous occasion and memory that I'll never forget, because me and Arnold Schwarzenegger's like meeting God. And I'll just do a quick flick through. So you've got some of the movies that he's done. This is a fantastic book. I recommend you guys buying it. It is a great autobiography, and it is so massive. It's basically just tells you everything about Arnold Schwarzenegger, what he's gone through his life, and obviously the movies that he's done, the accomplishments, and even the downfalls that he's gone through. And as you can see in here, I was number 35 in the queue, and there was over 1,000 people. So I was very, very lucky to get there first. One of the few people to get there first. So. Okay, now you're going to come across some old London Comic Con books, programs I should say. This one's from 2014, so this is last year's one. Really enjoyed myself. Awesome book. We've got 2013 London Comic Con book, advertising a few past things. And we have 2013 again, which is obviously twice a year, so obviously I go every twice a year, so yeah. And this is another same book. This is quite interesting. Now the story behind this is basically it's a real signature. I was working one day in my job, and I came across, I was talking to a guy, it's quite a nice gentleman, and I was just talking to him a few days, and I was just explaining a few things to him, and he was just chatting away, and all of a sudden he came across like, started talking about the 80s and the 70s, and all of a sudden he just it came across that he was going to the London Anime Comic Con, the same year as me in October, and I was like, oh okay, so you're a fan of this? He was, no, I'm just taking my son. So he explained a few things, that his son was a big anime fan and whatnot. So okay, so that's pretty cool. And he explained to me that he used to be a background artist for the cartoon Five All Goes West, which is the American Tower, which is a UK cartoon that came out in the 80s. There was obviously 3 in a series of the cartoon, and I think this was the second one, Five All Goes West. Five was the little mouse, which is the main character, and he was the background animation artist, and I was very shocked and very pleased. And obviously, if any of you know anything about the Asterix and Obelix cartoon in the 80s and 70s, one of my most favourite cartoons, obviously, and he actually done the background animation artwork on the Asterix Conquers America as well. So I quickly rushed in the back, grabbed a pen, grabbed a paper, and asked and begged for his signature, and he was happy to oblige. So yeah, there he is. He is Sean Efnor, I think, Sean Efnor, or something like that. I can't understand the last part. But yeah, he was a great guy, and he was very nice to talk to. Unfortunately, I haven't seen him since, but I managed to grab this of him before he left. So yeah, great story behind that. So anyway, going on to a few more signatures now. We have, it's quite hilarious actually. A lot of people will know who this guy is. He is the awesome, amazing, spectacular DC Douglas, and he is the voiceover of Wesker. I actually had the amazing pleasure of meeting this guy at MCM Comic Con last year, in October I believe, and he was sort of promoting the Resident Evil HD 1 coming out on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which I bought, and yeah, had an amazing conversation with him, went to his live chats where he was explaining about how he feels and whatnot in his career, and he is such an amazing, friendly guy. So obviously I got a signature from him, signed by him, and also me and my friend made a little wager, quite of a joke really, how many times we could get a signature from him before he sort of questioned it. And I think I saw him, we both went 4 times each, and yeah, as you can see, got 2 more signatures from him, which is quite funny. So yeah, I actually sold the 4th one to my friend because he wanted it for some reason, so yeah, I was happy to oblige. So moving on, here we have a sketch which also met another legend at MCM Comic Con London last year in October. It was Duncan Gutteridge, which is he done artwork of calendars and books in the 80s, I believe, 90s, 80s era, 90s I think, and he was like involved in something comic a little tiny bit, making the posters, I think 1 or 2 of them, and I asked him to do a sketch for me. He was happy to oblige as well, so there's a little sketch from him. So yeah, it's a nice little piece. And lastly but not least is the these you can get these in the shops, but obviously they sell these at Comic Cons as well. Basically the reason I bought these is because sometimes when you queue up for guests in a queue, they ask you to buy this and you get a ticket with it. So yeah, I bought these 2 obviously to go see DC Douglas and whatnot. So these are quite old. These are oldish issues. So yeah. Well, guys, that is about it for my What's in Sega Superstars drawer episode. It was a pleasure showing you what's in my drawer. It took a lot longer than I thought, half an hour. So yeah, I'm going to conclude this episode now, guys. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. And I'll be doing more video reviews soon, and obviously I've got loads more videos coming, so I'll be going to Comic Con, so can't wait to show you guys that. Thanks for watching, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for more videos.